Hi artists, welcome back. Let's continue working on our burlap stitching. So I already tied my knot here. Just a reminder, I did letter U, then I made letter O, and then the tail went under and through and pull. So that's how I did my knot. I'll just make a second one, push it up towards the top there. All right, so my needle is threaded and I'm ready to continue and finish just this bottom part right there. So I always want the knots on the back. The knots are kind of ugly and we want them on the back so they are hidden. So I always start my first stitch from the bottom going up. So you'll have to find where you want it. Oop, nope, not there. Nope, not there. Closer, better. Yeah, right there. I made a little gap right there because that's my second color. We'll go there. And I pull until my knot stops me. I'm gonna check, no slack, very good. So I just went up from the bottom. Now I gotta go in from the top or down from the top. Either way you think about it, you have to go from the top. Okay, no slack, very good, pulling. So I just went down into the top. This would be wrong way to do it, to go down in the top again. That's gonna make that little wrap around. I'll show you. So this is the wrong way. If this happens, you stop and you bring it to Mrs. Eaton and she will undo this for you. Don't try to fix that yourself. Just let me help you so that it's just easier to fix. So I doubled up on accident. So you got to be extra careful about that. Oops, hold on. There we go. Okay, so my last stitch went down into the top. So now I have to go up from the bottom. Up from the bottom, down into the top. Up from the bottom, down into the top. Up from the bottom, this is up from the bottom, there we go, down into the top. Now, if there's enough time left in class and if I have enough yarn here, I can take this yarn to one of the edges and I can start moving around the edges like you see right here. So if I want the edge to be that same color as my letter, I can start working around the edges if I want. I will have to reload my yarn. This is not long enough, but I certainly can get started on the edge. So my last stitch was in from the top. Now I go up from the bottom, down into the top. Leave some space, up from the bottom, down into the top. And I'll show you just one more time how to tie off up from the bottom, down into the top. How to tie off when you run out of yarn. So I'm gonna keep going. There we go. So artists, make sure you give yourself some space to create your knot. Making a knot, you need a little bit of slack. So when your yarn gets about this long, you want to stop so that you have enough space to make your knot. So our knots always go on the back. Always go on the back. They're hidden because they're kind of ugly. So they always go to the back. So if I just went up from the bottom, then I can't make my knot right here. I can't tie a knot right here. This is on the front. So I have to go back in from the top. I have enough space to make my knot. So I'll cut this off. Don't cut your fingers. I'll flip it over to the back, so that's where the knot goes. And I'm gonna tie 2 knots like the beginning of tying your shoes. So just like that. Ooh, don't fall. There we go. And one more. It's like tying your shoes just without the bow. So you do the first double knot twice. Cut that tail, and voila. Now you can reload to continue on with the border.